Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be about what not to say to deaf people. And I'm going to go through quite a few things not to say in general to deaf people, but also specifically to deaf people with my level of hearing loss. Because sometimes people say things that are rude to me, and yeah, so let's get straight into it. So first of all, I'll start off with what not to say to deaf people in general, which I think some will be like, what? Really confused as to why people say, basically. But yeah, let's start. So the first one is, no, you don't look deaf. Sorry, didn't realise that we were supposed to look a certain way. My bad. Just let me know what way I'm supposed to look. I didn't think there was a way we were supposed to look. It's a very silly thing to say. Deaf people don't look different because it's our ears that are affected. That's it. Second one is, you don't sound deaf. Yes, well, it's true, some deaf people have deaf accents. Not all deaf people do. Some aren't born deaf, they were born hearing and become deaf over time, and then they still have their voice. Some go to speech therapy. Some don't have a deaf accent. It's just normal. So please don't say you don't sound deaf. It's not right. Oh, I'm so sorry. Why are you sorry? Oh, you're sorry because we can't hear. Okay. Why are you sorry? We don't need your sympathy. We need for you to ensure that we're supported right. We need for you to make sure that you look at us when you talk, or that you have the right communication support in place for us. We don't need your sympathy. We don't. Now I'm going to move on to things that people have said to me specifically that I found quite rude. First one is, I know you're deaf, but I don't class you as deaf because you don't wear your hearing aids, you speak normal, and you just don't struggle like deaf people do. Right. Right. So I'm not deaf, right? Because I choose not to wear my hearing aids to have a clear voice. Right, okay? That's not what makes me deaf. What makes me deaf is the fact that I don't have full hearing. The fact that I have hearing loss, that I do struggle. Maybe you're right, I don't struggle as much as some other deaf people do who have a profound hearing loss, but I still struggle. I have my own struggles, and because my struggle isn't as big as other people, it means I'm not deaf enough. When I'm told that, I don't know what I'm supposed to say, because basically you're diminishing my level of deafness because it doesn't fit your idea of deafness. I'm still deaf. I will always be deaf. Been deaf for many years. I've faced many barriers. It's part of my life. It's part of my life. The second thing is, I only think that you're like class you as deaf because you sign. Not all deaf people sign. And this is under a general one too. Not all deaf people sign. So when someone tells you they're deaf and you go, oh, I know some sign language, and they say, oh, I don't know any sign language, and you say, oh, but I thought you were deaf. Yes, deafness again affects our ears. Not all deaf people sign, not all deaf people lip read. Yes, I sign, but if I didn't sign, I'd still be deaf. Same thing, same situation. And then the last thing I wanted to cover was what? When people find out you're deaf and they want to test your lip reading. When I was younger, this happened to me a lot. Well, I wanted to test your hearing ability. So 2 things would happen. First one is they'd turn their voice off and they'd say, what am I saying? And they go, I say, I love you. They're like, no, ha ha ha, I said colourful. Or elephant, they'd say elephant because it looks the same as colourful and I love you. So joking about that is not funny. It's only 30% of lip reading I can understand. So it's not funny. Or the second thing will happen. They will cover their mouth and they will try and talk. And they will speak. And I will have to try and understand, like a game for them. It's not a game, it's my life. I have to try and understand. I play a guess game all the time. It's like not funny. But yeah, those are some of the things you shouldn't say to deaf people. If you can think of any more that you've experienced, then please let me know in the comments below. But that's it for today's video. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Bye.